It's a journey through the spirit of MI. That's not part of the presentation.
Oh, it's okay. Never gonna be told too many times.
Alright, so motivational interviewing is a critical interpersonal skill nurses can use to guide their patients on the path to behavior change that is triggered by their own intrinsic motivation. So this creative reflection is a journey through the spirit of the mind, touching on partnership, compassion, acceptance, and evocation. Let's start with partnership. Client sets direction, I follow as they lead. In line with the spirit, I respect autonomy. Considering change as a possibility, so I tune in to the client empathetically. I'm hearing change talk in the middle of their speech. Refrain from using right and reflex, I don't want to preach. Using open-ended questions, what's the strategy? Feeling understood, the client answers back to me. Nurse, to be honest, I want to change my ways. A big toll on my family, no more drinking days. According to the TTM, I'm in the action phase. Ready for behavior mod to free me from this cage. Woo! I'm hearing their frustration, so I give an affirmation. This is a partnership and it ain't a wrestling match. We joining hands for the moment, then they free to take it back. MI is done for and with the person. Involves exploration more than exhortation. Interest and support rather than persuasion or argument. The interviewer seeks to create a positive interpersonal atmosphere that is conducive to change, but not coercive. Shout out to Carl Rogers. Next we have acceptance based on Rogerian views. Composed of 4 components outlining its use. Their absolute worth is part of the truth. Seeing their potential for growth is something we choose. Accurate empathy is our willingness to know the story of our client just waiting to be told. Taking interest and effort to see it through their eyes. Empathizing with the client, then we summarize. This ain't no trick with no strings attached. It's simply unethical to have it like that. Cause using their own resources is the name of the game. It's all about releasing the motivation for change. I'm rolling with resistance. Please don't argue with the patient, just listen. This is a partnership and it ain't a wrestling match. We joining hands for the moment, then they free to take it back. I summarize and I collect what they say. It's like bundling the phrases up in a bouquet. I give it back to promote self-efficacy, cause the client chooses a direction at the end of the day. We need a profound acceptance of what the client brings. Acceptance involves autonomy support, accurate empathy, absolute worth and affirmation, and remember to use the oars and darn cats in guiding the interaction. Finally, we got compassion and evocation. Compassion, we always be lacking. Giving priority to their needs to happen. Oftentimes we just be self-centered and distracted, putting our needs first and not taking correct action. I want to draw mainly on what the client knows. Strength-based method proven to be good approach. Discussion of present behavior and valued goals. Developing discrepancy is the way to go. Dancing with the client like we dancing at the ball. 3 months later and I get another call. The client comes back in for another session. Not surprisingly, they fallen back. That's regression. But this ain't a perfect path. Nope. Not always meant to last. This is a partnership and it ain't a wrestling match. We joining hands for the moment, then they free to take it back. So it's important to acknowledge that people have a natural propensity to bring about positive changes for themselves. The professional is not only simply one who puffs up the patient with info, but one who helps the patient to draw on their own resources for change. Positive changes. Now we have a quick post-interview. Okay. So I only have time for like one question. So, oh yeah, hi.
What motivated you to make it happen?
All right. Just before I answer that, I just want to say I'm with Ambivalence Records. Okay. To be honest, it was the spirit of MI which really guided the rap. But I really loved the metaphors involved in the whole MI process. So one that really caught my eye was the whole idea that we're not fighting with the patients, not like a wrestling match. It's more like a dance, not a romantic dance. I mean, that's a tango right there. I mean, it's more of a professional dance. But we're guiding the patients through. And also there's the whole bouquet of flowers. This is involved like with summarizing what the patient's saying. My final question to all of you is, how will you arrange the bouquet for your clients as you listen to what they say? So I'll leave you with that.
Okay,